50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all f***ing day. Dude, I will eat your f***ing asshole and spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll f*** your ass! I want to kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
Welcome into the AEW review. We're live on a Wednesday night. I'm going to respond to people's comments and questions from the other day. On my video, people put stuff in the comments, so I'm going to talk about it there. I'll talk about the comments. I'll talk about the news that's out there. I'll talk a little bit about AEW Dynamite tonight. The ticket sales were abysmal. The rumor has it that they did about 1,900 tickets sold, that's pretty pathetic. But we'll talk about it. So not really good news there as far as ticket sales for AEW. I should probably switch to my better microphone in a second, but I will say that main event did kind of save the show a little bit. I mean, it really did. And you can't really save a show like that necessarily. You know what I mean? You can't save something that put me to sleep almost the whole entire thing. And then suddenly at the end, it got good for a minute, so I saved it. But what it did save it from getting an abysmal review. Who thought we would be sitting here? Who thought back in 2021 that we would be sitting here on an AEW show, basically talking about it's not very good, it's boring. Wow, they're gone to hell. WWE looks pretty good, though. I mean, WWE isn't great, but, I just can't believe how the tables have turned and how things have switched around, man. Like, it's so crazy to me that, it's just crazy. It's crazy that WWE went from being, to me, a 3 or 4 out of 10 show. Now I would say WWE is now like a 5 out of 10 show, 6 out of 10 show. That's how WWE feels to me, a 5 or a 6 out of 10. And, AEW went from being a 7 a lot of times, once in a while flirting with 8s and 9s, and then dropping down to 6s. And now, to me, like this AEW show tonight, if that main event had been bad or fallen flat, this show tonight would have been maybe one of the worst AEW shows, in my opinion. Now, that could be my vibe. Maybe I'm not feeling it or something, and other people didn't think it was that bad. And you're like, I don't think it was that bad, Joe. But I felt that tonight wasn't very good until the main event. There was some little things here or there that happened during the show that were all right. Jericho looks done. That match was not good with whatever that other guy is in Jericho and these just outsider people that are coming in from CLMW2P. Tony Khan right now is literally only playing to the indie crowd mostly. It's pretty crazy. You are not going to have a company if you keep doing this. I don't understand what they're doing, but the RVD and Swerve match was was good. So thank God, because the show was at about a 4 out of 10 for me. I was like, man, this show's a 4 out of 10, I think. And then all of a sudden, that match happened, and I might put the show at a 5 or 6 out of 10, but probably a 5.5 out of 10 tonight. and 5.5 is better than a 3, and I think I was at a 3. So I think I was thinking about saying a 3 out of 10 tonight. Toni Storm, some of the other nights, Toni Storm has been the main attraction to me. Tonight she was just there doing a run-of-the-mill deal, which is fine. Sometimes you can't always be the number one thing on the show, or you can't always save the show kind of with stuff. Now I did miss some of it because I got to be honest, man. I tuned out multiple times where I couldn't even do it. I couldn't even watch, or I muted it, or I was doing something so I muted it. So I'll just be honest, like, they lost me several times tonight during this show. Like, they have made me sleepy. And boy, are they're in trouble without MJF. I mean, you thought losing Cody Rhodes and losing CM Punk was a problem, but they are in some trouble without MJF. There is no MJF, and it is glaring. They're doing their best to try to build up the new, crew of people with Swerve and Adam Hangman Page, and I thought Samoa Joe was pretty good on commentary. I like that. That's why I think the main event was pretty good. But it definitely feels like I'm watching a 2015 TNA episode or something. It just doesn't, I don't know. It's very strange. But they don't have broken Matt Hardy yet. But less than 2,000 tickets sold. Yo, wow. You got an arena of 9,000 people. And there was no Edge, by the way, if I remember right. Did we see Edge tonight? We didn't see Edge tonight, did we? If we did, it was during the 8 minutes I left the room. I don't think so, though. I don't think there was any Edge tonight. Which that's... I mean, not that he's really doing anything anyway, and I don't think it's his fault. I think that so many people are just, out on AEW right now, or just out in general. They're just like, yeah, I'm all set. I don't care. They could bring in anybody, and it wouldn't really matter, But I've always said I'm not the biggest, Edge to me is, I like Edge. Listen, I like Edge and stuff, but Edge has always been, to me, a guy that's like a guy that enhances the show. He's a top-tier talent that can enhance the show. He's not somebody that I draw. I don't go, you tell me Edge is performing somewhere, I may not run to get there, but he's great. It's like he's a professional, he's great, he's a legend. But I'm not a big Edge fan. I mean, I'm a fan of Edge, but I'm not a big fan, if that makes any sense. I really respect him. I enjoy him. He has entertained us. He entertains me. There are times where he does it, but I'm not running down the street to go see him, no matter where it is. So and that's because I've seen so much wrestling. I don't think it's Edge's fault. It's just I've seen so much wrestling. It takes something wacky to make me want to go to a wrestling show now. At the age of 39, it takes something wacky. You've got to be, delivering something different to me. You can't just be really good, yay, superstar, legend guy. You got to show me something, really good for me to want to get up and go see you. And, Toni Storm... MJF is kind of that, I a little bit, but right now it's the company that's hurting that's hurting everything. The company is what's the problem. It's not anything anybody else is doing. There's a stink to the company. I like what the Young Bucks are doing. I can't fault them for doing this backstage. We're the producers, we're the VIPs, whatever they're called, the VPs or whatever. We're the VPs, we're the producers, we're the guys backstage, we're doing this shit. That sort of thing. I don't blame them for that. I like that idea. I like it. I didn't think it went very well from what I saw tonight. I thought they could have poured it on a little more, handing out fines and all that sort of thing. And I think it'd be funny if they were like, well, people don't like us. You haven't heard the rumors. We're the reason that everyone's unhappy here and people left and so we're fine. You don't want to see us wrestle. We're not going to wrestle for these people. We're not going to wrestle for people that don't like us. We're not going to put our bodies on the line. We make more money. Did you know this, Renee? Let me tell you this. We make more money backstage policing these nutcases. Do you know how hard it is to control wrestlers? Like, their egos are nuts. Half of them are criminals. Like, it's just really tough, Renee. You live with one. And so, it's a hard job, but we get paid more to do it than to wrestle, quite honestly. And, we get all this money. So we'd rather just do that full time. When we want to wrestle, maybe we'll wrestle, but like, I don't know. I would probably give the show tonight 5 or 6 out of 10. I don't know. Probably a 5. But at least that main event was good, man. That main event really saved it for me. I was ready to I was ready to puke on myself. If you guys can, feel free to hit the like button. Wasn't going to come on tonight, but here we are. I'm on, everybody. Shout out to the 250 people here. Thank you. Hit the like button. We can get to 69 likes. Rob Van Dam looking pretty good, though. Looking pretty good. Really sold that like he had a head injury or something at one point. I mean, bro, that caught me, dude. That caught me. I want to thank everybody who signed up on Patreon as well. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated, as always. And also, I want to thank my mother for birthing me. No, I'm just kidding. But no, we'll get into some more of the show. Moxley opening up the night. Man, who would have thought, though? I mean, we got RVD, Jeff Hardy. These are the guys. The WWE mid-card. The WWE, TNA, and ECW mid, or, whatever. They're the ones that are here. That once again, they got to rely on these legends and these people. And listen, what are you going to blame them for? What if they didn't have these guys? You know what I mean? Like, I understand, like, people are going to make fun of it and crap on them. They're going to be like, oh, you got to rely on these guys, in order to do something, blah, blah, in order to be good or whatever, to do anything. Because, yeah, I get it. I mean, but, dude, what if RVD isn't here tonight? What if there's no RVD tonight? No RVD tonight. What happens? I won't count Samoa Joe because Samoa Joe's a big TNA guy. But, I mean, I guess you could count him. He's a made guy from another company. But it's like, what if they didn't have – what if they had – the people that were stars tonight, the people that were really good tonight were RVD and Swerve and Jeff Hardy. Well, I don't even know if, like, Jeff Hardy and Moxley was all right. It's not that they were that good. It's that the match was like 20 minutes. It was like 22 minutes long. They opened up, like, how long did that first match with Moxley go? It was like 20 minutes, I think. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Nursing.
Yeah, it went 21 minutes before the Los Conquistadores came in the ring and threw people out of the ring and whatever happened. So we're 26 minutes into the show, and Hangman Page is cutting a backstage promo, and that match had just ended. So it was like, that was half the first hour. Almost half the first hour. The only thing you'd seen was Moxley versus Jeff Hardy. That's pretty crazy. But Jericho's match was terrible. And also then Hangman Adam Page had a match with a guy who looks like Maui from Moana. And that was cool. I guess. Whatever. It was a short little thing. I didn't care. Then Wardlow had a match against some jobber guy that nobody cared about. And, at this point I was like, ugh. This show has not been very good so far. Like, I don't really care. Then there was a promo with Sting and Ricky Starks, and I don't know why, man, but this did not. Tell me if I'm telling lies. Tell me. I mean, maybe I am. Maybe I'm butthurt. Maybe we should listen to it again. But I didn't feel this promo. Like, it wasn't bad. I'm going to go listen to it again because I'm wondering, am I misunderstanding and mishearing it? I feel like this promo wasn't what this sort of press conference promo, sit-down interview is really the word. This sit-down interview with these guys, I didn't think it was that great, but, maybe I missed some of it. Let's listen a little bit.
Never sat down for this interview. Ricky, floor is yours, buddy.
I just thought it'd be appropriate for you two to actually talk to us face to face since everything is about respect now. I wanted to take this time out to personally tell you, Sting, man, what a journey you've had here at AEW. But don't
They really got to fix the audio because these mics sound like shit.
forget this journey here started with me. Started in 2021 after 5.5 long years. You and I got to mix it up.
What did I do? You didn't tell me what I did.
Well, you had your first win here over me, and that does not sit right.
All right, hey. You want to talk about respect. That's what this is about, right?
Absolutely.
You respect the icon. You're saying you're...
That's what he's mad about. This whole thing is about Ricky Starks got his first win, or that Sting got his first win over Ricky Starks. Why didn't he elaborate on that? Is he going to elaborate on that? I hope he does, because if it's about his first win, wouldn't you say like you embarrassed me, and you embarrassed me. People in the back laughed at me when I got here, and that was the first thing. I remember I remember showing up to a show the next week, and somebody pat me on the back and be like, 0-1, bro, or whatever, or like, dude, I told you, I don't think you're gonna last long here, that sort of thing, and I was embarrassed. Like, building up a story to it. Maybe he will. I don't remember this because I kind of shut this down, but
icon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a load. We all know what this is for. This is a stepping stone for you, Ricky. You don't respect Sting. I don't think you respect anybody. Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Come on, guys.
This is not a stepping stone. This man's career is not a stepping stone.
You're the one that had to go ahead and attach yourself to somebody like Sting. The point I am saying, next week, 2 things are going to happen, and I want you to know.
I am going to retain the AEW Tag Team Champions. Me and Big Bill are going to be the AEW Tag Team Champions after it.
I'm gonna retain them, even though I have a partner. That's just weird.
And secondly, I'm going to get my lick back on you. The vendetta that's been sitting inside of me, the chip on my shoulder, guess what? It ends next week.
Why would you have a chip on your shoulder because you lost to the legend icon Sting? I'd be like, a lot of people lost to Sting. A lot of people beat Sting. But I was in the ring with Sting. And you know what, Sting? Now I'm going to beat you. You beat me. Now I'm going to beat you. I just don't believe this vendetta part. You know what I mean? Which is obviously what Darby is saying. It's not about that. It's a stepping stone. Fine. But I'm just confused by all of it. I'm confused by what everybody's saying.
I'm going to make sure you don't even make it to your retirement. And you, on the other hand, I have no respect for you. It will never happen. There is no space in my body for respect for you. Who are you?
I've been hearing a lot of talking out of you two.
Boy, this is just there is no purpose to this promo, to this sit down. There is no purpose to it. Why wouldn't he just say? Why wouldn't he just go with that? Why is it that you beat me first when in AEW? Why is that the thing? It doesn't make fucking sense. It doesn't make me upset, doesn't make me angry, doesn't make sense, doesn't make me care. It would be better if they were just like, the fact of the matter is, you're a legend, Sting. There's no doubt about it. I'm just gonna get to the point. I'm just gonna cut to the chase, Sting. And Darby, you're all ornery over there and upset and angry, trying to defend your little father figure that you never had. I get it. You want to hang on to Sting because he's precious like a daddy to you, since most of your family died of drugs and car accidents and whatever else, and it's all so sad. But here's the thing. The bottom line is, we want to be the tag team that's known best for taking out Sting. We're going to retire Sting, and that's going to propel us to another level. We're already the World Tag Team Champions. That's all it is. That is all it's about. Darby, it is about a stepping stone. Okay? Because we're at the highest mountain we can be at right now because we're the AEW World Tag Team Champions. What do you do now? Where do you go from here when you're the best tag team in the company and you're beating asses all over the place? Where do you go from? You go for the icing on the cake. You go for that one extra. And that is beating a legend, an icon like Sting, and an AEW original like you, cementing our legacy here in AEW. Who the hell is going to stop us? This is just another trophy on the road to success and glory that we're on that road right now, and it makes you upset, Darby. I'm sorry, bro. You're on the downward spiral, and we're on the upward trend. We're on the top of the mountain, and you're not going to be there. So, bro, grab a bottle of Thunderbird, grab a skateboard, go down to the skate park, and get ready to drain your sorrows. And maybe if you're lucky, once in a while, Daddy Sting will give you a call and say, hey, kid, remember that time we tried to beat the best tag team in the world? I still love you anyway. Give me a kiss. And then maybe he'll call you again some other time. Or maybe your life will just take a downward spiral even further and we'll never see you again. But the fact of the matter is, Ricky Stark and Big Bill, AEW World Tag Team Champions, we're going to tear your damn hearts out! Like, that's... Why isn't that the promo? Why is it, like, weird? Why is it all, like, convoluted and weird and all over, like... Oh, I don't know. You beat me first, and now I'm going to get back at you. No, we're a stepping stone. What you think? Well, I'll tell you something. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro? It's weird. Sorry, I don't mean to get into that, but I just made that up. I just feel like that could... Why wouldn't you do that? I feel like that could work. Anyway, listen, guys. Make no mistake about it. The donations are on. So if you want to support the show, you can super chat, become a member, or you want to say something, you can click the Streamlabs link pinned to the top of the chat right now. You're looking at the chat. You can go ahead and donate. And I'm going to read some comments from the other day on my video, and we'll continue to go through this. Let's go through a little bit more of the promo, though. Let's see if it gets a little bit better. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
To just continue to run your mouth. Oh, he's the greatest tag partner you've ever had, and you're going to retire as a tag team champ. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. All you two have done is brag about how you're going to go into Revolution as the tag team champions without ever mentioning us, without ever talking to us. You have done what everybody else around here has done and overlooked us. Next Wednesday, you two represent everybody else here, and we're going to take out all of our frustrations on you two.
Ricky, I guess I'll start with you.
I mean, Big Bill had a better promo than Ricky Starks. Makes more sense than Starks, to be honest. I got to be honest, bro. Usually Ricky's all right. Big Bill had the better take of the two guys.
I was the first one that got face-to-face with you. I kind of admired something about you in those days because you were the only one who had balls enough to get in my face and talk some smack. And as far as respect goes, you have to earn that, Ricky. You got to earn it. And you, big man, I have faced many big men before in the ring. The only difference between them and you is they were killers. I'm not so sure about you yet.
All right, Ricky, I'm just going to end it here, man. Look, I respect you. I respect what you do in the ring. But you got to understand, every time you point the finger at somebody else, there's only one person to blame, man. And that's you.
Oh, boy.
I've always hated talk. He will hit you in Phoenix. Oh, and I will too.
So yeah, just sort of like watch that, and it didn't really sell the match to me like that much. It was all right, but it just didn't. I don't know, man. It didn't do it. It didn't do enough for me. I was just like, okay, it's pretty okay. But like I said, they could have done a lot better. I thought. Then this guy came out, and this is now we're at the 1 hour mark. We're already halfway through the show. And out comes, I don't know what his name is, something. Anybody in the chat want to?
The Ring of Honor Television Championship, you would have more.
Chime in on this guy's name with Jericho. Like quite a few botchy spots. You know, Jericho is... I'm going to tell you one of the problems with Jericho right now. I'm going to tell you what's going on with Jericho a little bit. Jericho Unfortunately, we love Chris Jericho here. I love Jericho. He's the man, bro. All right, love him. But, remember he got back in shape for a little while? And, for 4 months he was back in shape, but he's back to being pudgy-ish and a little out of shape, and he's older. And one of the issues that's going on with Jericho is in there with guys who are lightweights or smaller, that sort of thing. And Jericho himself kind of wrestles that lightweight style sometimes quite a bit. Like, he's still wrestling like that. He's not switched fully to a heavyweight guy or a Hulk Hogan, even though he switched to the Judas effect and some things like that. But he's still pulling moves off the top rope and springboarding here, there, and everywhere and things like that. And a lot of those moves involve both guys, right? There's a lot of both guys involved in some kind of gymnastics-y type of move. And one of the issues is Jericho doesn't have the power, the strength, and the agility that he used to have. And therefore, Jericho relies more on his partner to help out with the move, right? And unfortunately, Jericho is heavy. He is very awkwardly heavy now. Like, he seems like he would be light, but he's not. He's got some baggage down in the belly. And other guys have trouble moving him around, I feel like, because they're doing a lot of the work for Jericho. And I've seen Jericho save other people, even at this age. I've seen Jericho out there, someone else screws up and Jericho saves it, even though whatever. But yeah, and this match was perfect example of that. I mean, Jericho went to the top rope at one point, was hammering down on this guy, and it looked terrible. And then Jericho did a Hurricane Rana off the top rope still. I mean, that was nuts. And it looked great. Looked like perfect. But it's some of those other moves that just don't work out right. Don't look good. So this match had troubles at one point, there was a couple botches. Didn't look good. But, they were all right at times. But, Jericho, if he could just get in better shape, and there was a running bulldog the guy missed, and Jericho just kind of forced his face down, but he missed him. It was weird. But it just was a stinker for the most part. That match ended, thankfully. There was a commercial break, and then we really didn't get back to action until about, the 1 hour and 20-minute mark. And now this is what I missed, and I missed it. So you guys can tell me what you think of the segment, but I missed the segment with the Acclaimed and everybody. I missed that part. We'll have to come back to that later. I didn't like the women's match, Taya Valkyrie's match, and then the Young Bucks were backstage being the cocksucker VP producer people. And then we had the main event, and that was really it. And the main event was pretty much the thing that sort of saved the show, in my opinion. But that's about it. That sums up, to me, what I saw tonight out in the ring. Let's go to the donations now, see what people are saying.
You raised a piece of shit!
Joe, can you please ask Luke Rojas what he sees in that bald dumb fucker Moxley? I respect Rojas because he's the champ, but Moxley is objectively bad. He no-sells everything. I also agree that Edge is ruining his legacy and
I don't think he's ruining his legacy at all. I don't think being in AEW ruins anything. I disagree with that. Now, I don't know why that donation just played a rubber ducky and there was nothing else there. I would have thought that would have been I thought $25 was some kind of donation. Let me go look right now because I feel like that's not right. Sebastian Seabass. Yo, Seabass. Seabass. Thank you, bro. Seabass the Beast? I forget his name. What's his name? Seabassin? Seabass the Beast. Oh, that's right. The donation amounts are $25, $25, and $12.25. So I guess there is no 25 one. Wow, I gotta set a $25 donation. I mean, that's a normal 1.5. God damn, Seabass, thank you, bro. Who was that? Yeah, Seabass the Beast with the $25. By the way, Seabass, I'm putting out the Discord in the chat, by the way. Just if anybody needs to grab the Discord. I'm going to put it on Patreon later, too, as well. There you go, bro. All Elite Wokeness failing. The Acclaimed was blah, 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 and nobody really liked that. Okay, so we, yeah, Jericho's out of shape. I know he was partying on the cruise, the other day and stuff, so I get it, but yeah, he's got, if he lost 20 pounds, it'd be another story, I feel like. If he could just lose 20 pounds. All right, let's go ahead and put Seabass up here. Seabass, the Beast, with the $25. I don't know if anybody can beat that. The Beast. Top dono. Then we're going to read the comments in a second. We got those coming up too. Seabass the Beast, bro. I can't believe this was a 9,000 seat arena. 9,000 seat arena. And they sold 1,900 tickets. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy, bro. That shocks me. Oh, yeah, some people can't get into the chat, so I'm going to drop that as well. I'm going to drop that Discord right now in the chat, just for the people that want to get in there. But remember, if you needed to get your VIP badge on Discord or your anything else, just make sure you message me on Patreon if you don't have it. If you don't have the yellow, the gold, or the teal for your producership, just make sure you guys message me about that. Let's go back to the donations. Thank you, Seabass. Thank you, man, so much.
Subscriber.
You fucking mark!
Brian Foley. What up, Brian? Brian, thanks for subscribing to the channel, man. What's going on? Appreciate it, dude. Let's see what else we got.
Take a look around Hillary and see everyone loves me. Take a look around Hillary and see everyone loves me. Take a look around Hillary and see everyone loves me. Took a long look along. Everyone loves the dawn. Take a look around Hillary. Everyone loves me. Take a look around Hillary and see.
I tried to watch it, but it just seems like a WWE retirement home.
Ooh.
Plus no MJF now.
Yeah, Spectral Citizen with the $15. Yeah, I think that it's a glaring issue. Every time someone leaves, it's glaring. When Cody Rhodes left, it was glaring. When CM Punk leaves, it's glaring. And of course, when MJF is not there, it's glaring. It's just it's another shot. And they tried to do their best at times tonight. And again, RVD helped out. The show might have been passable, maybe. I'm being harder on it. I'm giving it a 5.5, but maybe it was passable to many of you guys out there, which is understandable. I get it. Like if you liked it, then that's awesome. And maybe I'm not in a great mood. I'm not in a great mood this week. Last couple of days. Well, this week actually I was pretty good, but the last couple of days I'm coming out of it right now. I feel a little bit better right now, but it's been a weird week. So, what the fudge am I looking at? Oh my God, bro. Well, Jericho, oh my God. We've got Jericho apparently was on the cruise the other night, which the cruise just happened. Like, it wasn't that long ago the cruise happened. I mean, wasn't he on the ship like yesterday or 2 days ago? Well, Chris Jericho is dressed up like goddamn Tommy, singing Tainted Love, apparently. What the hell? All right. Chris Jericho looking like William Shatner right there. Chris Jericho could play Captain Kirk at this point. Like the Captain Kirk from the movies, I feel like. Just lose another 20, you know? Poor Jericho. He's just trying to keep everything afloat. Literally. On the cruise.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Seabass.
Scissor me, Joe.
Sup, Joe, did you get my $25 donation?
Yes, I did, sir. Thank you. We played it earlier. Seabass, you're a beast. Oh, that's in the name, right? Seabass, thank you so much, bro. You have been dropping bombs the last couple of days, Seabass. Thank you so much, bro, for dropping this money. This has been crazy. Seabass the Beast has been supporting huge.
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Jericho should be embarrassed looking like Ronald McDonald during his cruise.
Yeah, dude, he looks like Ronald McDonald. Oh, my God, bro. Gerald Armstrong, what's up, man? I know we could do something funny with that because he looks like a fucking... Jericho looks like a nutcase, bro. I'm sorry. I love you, Jericho. I love you, man, but you look like a goddamn nutcase. Gerald Armstrong, thank you for the donation. Let's just, I don't know, bro. Can we get like a zoom in or something? Hold on. Let's just record this. This is terrifying. That was terrifying. All right. So we get that. So we take that, right? And then we grab it. We go to the folder. I'm sure we could put that on some kind of a loop. You know what I mean? Like he does. He looks like Ronald McDonald, dude. I can't believe you said that, bro. Oh my God, dude. Maybe we can find something that like matches up against that. Like a carousel music box or something. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is kind of good. This could be it. Oh my God, what are we doing right now?
Hey, little kids, it's Ronald McDonald here. Hey, little kids, it's Ronald McDonald. Come on my cruise and I'll put a finger in you. Try a Big Mac. Try a Big Mac. Try a Big Mac. Yes. All right, we're going to do another song called Chicken McNugget Fuckface. Oh, my Chicken McNugget, looking so good in the box. Oh, my Chicken McNugget, I'm gonna come on you, sign my NDA, McFlurry, and sometimes a quarter pounder with cheese. Yeah, I might put my tongue in you, Chicken McNugget. I'ma make love to you. Come on. I'm Ronald McFrickin' Donald.
I don't know what we're doing, bro. This is weird. But yeah, that's wow. Yo, that is a terrifying song, Mr. Chris Jericho. Or I'm sorry, Ronald McDonald. That's right. Ronald McDonald's out there. Oh, it goes.
Yeah, I hope everybody's having fun tonight. Here comes our next song. It's called Drive-Through Choking Hazard. Don't eat the food so fast, or you might choke on a nugget. Shit bomb. Eat a Big Mac too fast.
He's in heels too.
I'm Ronald McDonald. Yeah, I'm Ronald McDonald. Vince McMahon hid cameras in the bathroom, and he's got videotape of wrestlers' cocks. Y2J, why so gay? Come on in my hotel room and party with me. Ronald McDonald. I'm Ronald McDonald.
I don't know. I'm sorry. That was not good. But you can't fault Jericho for these songs on the cruise. He's just trying to entertain people. Jericho looks like a Vince victim, says Jamie Phillips football chats. Oh my God, bro. Jamie Phillips football chats. Jericho looks like Vince victim. That's what I'm saying, man. Like this bastard is like, but he's singing it, man. He's rocking out on the cruise. Jericho's, allegedly people have signed NDAs from Jericho, Vince, Tony Khan. I mean, everybody's just we're just signing NDAs all around everywhere. It's cool. I'm fine with it. As long as people, can deal with it. That's fine. Not a problem.
When I wrote this next song, I was in a dark place because Burger King had just opened up, and I was upset that they stole our idea. So this one's called Fuck Burger King. They copied a menu. They stole my ideas. Everyone thinks that I'm a pedophile, but I'm a happy clown who wants to feed all of the kids. I know how Michael Jackson felt. He just wanted to be friendly with kids, but he got called a pedophile. Fuck Burger King. Fuck Burger King all day. Fuck Burger King. I hope people get food poisoned and die.
All right, enough. Okay, enough of this. I'm sorry. But yeah, you're missing a lot on the Jericho cruise, quite honestly. Like, if you have not been watching the Jericho cruise, bro, you are missing some shit. There's so many other great songs that Ronald McDonald sang on the Jericho cruise. There's so many other good ones. There was one song that I'm not gonna play it, but I'll just tell you. There was one song that had all the wrestlers on edge the entire Chris Jericho cruise. And that was when Ronald McDonald, right there, you saw him, he at the beginning of the set said he's going to be singing his brand new song, which is called One of the Wrestlers on This Cruise is a Rapist. And everyone was concerned, and what a way to oust them, in front of everybody. They've got nowhere to go. You're out there on sea. There's Jericho, the host of it, all your peers, everybody around. And, that's going to be exposed. I mean, there's nowhere to go. What do you do? Hide somewhere in the car? Like, I don't know. I don't know what you do. So, quite honestly, with that, I'm sure it was nerve-wracking for several people that might have been guilty of something. So I'm just glad that it ended up being kind of a work, so to speak. So that was good. And there he is right there. Look at that. Look at that. What a good. See, look at that. I mean, this even looks like a McDonald's bathroom, to be honest. So good job to Ronald McDonald Jericho. And that bathroom does look like a McDonald's bathroom on the boat. How did they do it? How did they get a McDonald's bathroom on the Cruise of Jericho? It's pretty good. I'll tell you what, RVD looked good tonight, though. I was worried. I was like, he's getting up there, man. I don't know. But, man, I'll tell you, bro, RVD did a good job.
I'm blinded by light.
Chris Jericho sounds like he's singing about as good as me right there. Can we go back to that real quickly? He sounds like he's struggling like I do. Like, when I'm... Well, I love live bands, though. I don't care what happens, Jericho is definitely one of those guys, though, that can really sound good in the studio. And he sounds pretty good live, usually. But that did not sound good. I gotta be like, that did not, like, I've heard Jericho sound good live. And he sounds good pretty much on the records because they do a good job. But that did not sound good there. Yeah. Maybe, is that a high note? Is that a very high note that he's not used to doing? What does that sound? Hold on. Let me see if I can, hear it. I guess I could see it. If you didn't have your voice, if you'd lost your voice, that would be hard to sing, I suppose. I guess. But for Jericho, I thought he would just... I mean, he's got songs that he sings that are higher than that. That's not that high. He's got songs that he sings that are higher. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing... I don't know. Maybe just your voice is jacked up. People lose their voice all the time. It happens. Pippi Longstocking is coming into your world. He looks like Pippi Longstocking. Is that what someone said?
Freckle-faced redhead girl, you oughta know.
Cringe Jericho. I love Jericho. Come on. I still love him. He's never been good live. He's not a good singer. Oh, he's all right. He's like a rock singer. It's like you can pass. Like, who's a really good rock singer? Who's similar style kind of to me, similar band. In some ways, they could open for, Fozzy could open for them. Papa Roach, man, they're good. They're really good live. I was never when they were first out, I didn't like the rappy thing that was mixing up with them. But I started to like Papa Roach a lot better later on. And let me tell you something, man. that Jacoby, like, he's got a great voice. Like, he is, I feel like he's not talked about or underrated or something. For a rock singer, bro, and I know they stole a song from me. We've talked about them stealing the song from me before. And I don't want to rehash all that, but basically I was working with one of their producer people, and I was working on some music for some stuff, and the guy was like, we're trying to find some stuff, and I'm writing with Papa Roach now and whatever, and I was like, yeah, this and whatever, and then he was like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna use anything, and I was like, okay, yeah, man, well, hey, and then I sent him the songs, and he heard all whatever, we were playing the songs. And all of a sudden, the Papa Roach song came out, and it sounded exactly, or not exactly, but pretty much exactly like my rough demo song that I had made. Sent that guy, and he said we wouldn't use it. It sounds like they used it. Now, I wasn't sure because I was like skeptical, but then I played it for all you guys, and you guys told me, you're like, nah, bro, that is they definitely took from that. But I'm glad it ended up being in the hands of them because he's a good singer. I think Jacoby from Papa Roach is a good singer. He may not even know that I sent those songs to somebody. He may have just it was Kill the Noise. That's what it was. Kill the Noise. I think even the lyrics though is weird. They got bloated. Jacoby got bloated. Pippi Longstocking is coming into your world. Freckle-faced redhead girl, you ought to know. She'll throw your life into a wall. Bro, Pippi Longstocking. That shit's in my head for life. I'll never forget that song. I'll never forget that song. That will never, ever leave my brain. Where's the song? Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. By the way, guys, I have the big one down below, if you know what I mean. This is definitely the part that they grabbed, I feel like. And this song came out 6 months after this, I believe, that I made this and I put this up. So 6 to 8 months later, their song came out. And then this came out literally 8 months later. It's just so bizarre, bro. It's so weird. Very weird, very bizarre. So I think I'd even played that on the show a year before, or 6 to 8 months before that ever came out. So it was cool that I played it on the show because then people might not have believed that. But I was like, bro, I think they like legit were like, we're looking for songs. Oh, here's some things, and I'm talking to my buddy and some other people there, and we're all going through ideas of things. And then all of a sudden, we're not doing it anymore. And then, his rage falling to rain. And I'm like, what? What? Anyway, I didn't believe it until Leah told me, because Leah calls me on bullshit all the time. Leah will be like, "You're fucking full of yourself or something. This is not, you're retarded." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But I brought it to Leah. And when I brought it to Leah, I was like, "Hey, listen to this." Like, she was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Yeah, like, right? Okay, I'm not crazy." But whatever. But anyway, the point, why are we talking about this? Oh, yeah. So the point is, though, that I think, though, that he's a singer, man, that live, he is like, boom, live. Like, I saw them in Worcester in 06, and it was like, bam. Like, he was on with everything, killing notes, being crazy, all kinds of shit. Whatever. Definitely inspired the mashup. I'm not the thing about me is, like, I don't have good recording equipment, really, and I'm not that good, I come up with, like, little tunes, like, that I hear and that I make, and then I give it to somebody else. Or, like, I'm in a band, and I go, "Hey, guys, I got this idea. I recorded the drums, the guitar, the bass. I sang on it. I did this thing. Listen to this." And then I give it to the other people, and then people that are way better than me go, like, "Oh, well, it will make it a little heart, and we'll do this, and we'll make it in C," or, like, and then people fuck around with it, and then it gets better and better and better, usually. And then I come back in, I go, "Yeah, good idea. Now, what if you added this?" And then it's like a collaboration thing. Like, I'm good at that. I'm pretty good at that. And then I have the idea of, I can come up with how the lyric, like how the vocals should go, and that sort of thing. But, like, as far as, like, my stuff is always more down and drop D and kind of, like, not hit worthy. You know what I mean? It's not going to sound like a hit, but it sounds like something. And so when you get it to somebody who can make things better, a good musician, then, like, it's good. It can be good. So I think I'm a good starting point, if that makes any sense. So I love doing that. But I think Jacoby does sound good. But I think Jericho does. I think he sounds good on the recordings. Jericho sings pretty well on the recordings. Like, I like it. And live, it's like hit or miss. Like, he's good. It's like, it's fun either way. I would much rather see Chris Jericho. I think he's good live too, by the way. I think there's been times where he's off and it doesn't sound great, and you can't hear yourself and things don't sound great and you lose your voice and stuff like that. But when Jericho is on and his voice is on and he can hear himself well, and they play the songs that they play usually, it sounds pretty good. And I like it and I have fun at the show. And I'd rather do that than listen to somebody lip syncing or just multiple overdub tracks and bullshit. Like, I hate that. So I would rather a raw Jericho or a singer that maybe lost his voice a little bit, but he's got to go out and perform anyway. I would rather that than, playing bullshit tracks or lip syncing or auto tuning. That sucks. So I will take that 100 times over that.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Seabass.
Scissor me, Joe.
Really?
Joe, I can open the Discord link. It's saying something about an invalid link and something about the invite expiring. Also, Cornette is going to rip Jericho for dressing like a clown.
That's right. Cornette probably will rip Jericho. But just look up all the times that Cornette bashed me, and the guy will get mad at anything, He'll get mad at anything. I mean, Jericho looks ridiculous.
Super chat party.
With the Ron McDonald.
Jericho looks like a Vince victim.
Jamie Phillips. I think he donated that twice. Jericho looks like a Vince victim. That's terrible. I don't know, man. What's a Vince victim look like? Somebody who gets $100,000 worth of items in a week in a BMW? And then $3 million? Is that a Vince victim? I want to be a Vince victim. Not to make light of anything, but I need some money. I'm not kidding. God damn, I wish I knew Vince was like this. I would have put a wig on. And I would have done whatever it took to get Vince's attention. I would have said, "Listen, I'll be the sexy boy, Vince. I'm desperate." Vince did exactly. I described this exact situation months ago, that I would put myself into a rich California person. Do you know what I mean? And then there she is, this girl, like, living my dream with Vince McMahon. Like, what are the odds of that? Like, this woman's living my dream with Vince McMahon. Ridiculous. Like, I'm pretty pissed off about that. But I guess I missed the boat. I guess I missed out. You know, but there's got to be some rich guy in California who wants to treat me like a sex slave that will give me a BMW, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I just got to be a little bit sore here or there and maybe get passed around a few times. You know, sign me up if you're in California listening to this, you got some money, JoeCroninShow@yahoo.com. Thank you. Twitter DMs are open at MetaWorldOnline. I would love to get involved in that. Thank you very much. Unless you got a good sales gig, I'll take that too. I got a good sales gig for you. It's too much money. It's too much money. That's too much money. I understand. But this is the dildo you want. It's the one you want. It's got the smell you want. You said it's the best one you've seen. If it did all that and it pleasured you, would it be worth the money then? I mean, maybe, but I don't have the money. My hole. Yeah, I'm not really cool with the poop on the face stuff. I'm not so keen on that. Not really excited about that part of it. That I'm a little bit concerned. Imagine I'm just a little concerned about that part. I wouldn't like that. That would be the thing that could, that could mess things up for me. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Looks like Wardlow's right knee gave out as he was delivering a power bomb to Commander. Hopefully it's not that bad. Oh yeah, it did. It looked like his right knee actually. Did they say right knee? Yeah, right knee. Yeah. Wardlow hurt his right knee. I don't know how badly he hurt it, obviously, but Wardlow might be hurt. Or he just tweaked it. Wow. Watch Wardlow's knee. Oh, look at this. It buckled in. It went bent inward. Oh, my God. Wardlow. Oh, my God. Did he tear his MCL? Oh, my God, bro. What did he look like after this? I don't remember. Holy shit, bro. His knee buckled all the way in. Like, his knee, almost went like this. And then didn't look right after that. Wow, that does not look good. Oh, shit, bro. I did not see that. Wow, that is, I mean, maybe it was just yeah, that looks bad. What a maneuver! Yeah, that ain't good. Let's go to Discord and let's bring on the fun. We got Dork Knight in a suit tonight. Is this the new corporate Dork Knight? Oh, but he can't get his mic to turn on. That's his only problem.
No, he can't. Dork Knight, he might have a suit. He might have a suit, but he don't have a brain.
Yeah. Hey man, that's fair.
Put it on Botch Club.
I had a long day at work today.
Right. What were you?
Got home.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
I mean, because we all had.
How are the slaves doing? You know, I call this one Gerald Briscoe. All right. But Luke, did you
imagine?
I know Luke. Who watched AEW tonight? Let's find that out right off the bat.
I didn't.
Luke doesn't.
Sorry.
Luke doesn't watch it.
I don't watch AEW.
I'm only here to say a few things and just kind of back up the show. But You know,
Yep.
Rostafa will most likely be doing the lion's share of reviewing. So
I'm
sure
cut.
that
I'll cut.
pleases a lot of
Let me
people.
cut to the chase for anybody who didn't watch it that
Whoa,
thought.
whoa, whoa, whoa! What was RVD on Dynamite tonight?
Wow, you are the worst. So
Yes.
whatever.
Hold up.
I hate you.
So
Well, you know what? I'm real life friends with RVD. I'm gonna text this.
oh my
motherfucker
God,
right
here
now.
it is. He just got here. He just got here, and here it is. He just got here. I want you to somebody note the time that he made it about himself. Dork. Somebody note the time in the chat.
Wow, really? No, I didn't.
You know what? And it isn't even about like telling a story that has to do with you. It's the complete. It's now about my show, and then you just straight up do a plug. Like it's not even like, oh, I'm bringing up my show. It's a fucking plug the way you say it. So like,
First of all-
yeah. So I was on my stream. They revieweth or noteth or some shit like that. Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And then like you move on, like, dude, it's a plug. This is the most. You plug your own shit more than anybody I've ever seen. So
First of all,
hats off to you.
I didn't plug anything. Second of all, what's the point of being a guest on a huge show if I can't plug my own stuff? Come on.
I think the
most selfish reasoning ever.
The funny thing was, I was gonna say is that if you got anything on it tonight, or you went to go watch AEW tonight, the thing I'll tell you to do, watch RVD versus Swerve. It's the only real good thing. So the main event, RVD versus Swerve, it's the only thing worth watching.
I'll check that out. You know what? And also, RVD's apparently having a match with Matt Riddle's having a match with RVD in a few weeks. So it'll be the big battle of the stoners. 420.
Yeah. Maybe someone will break their neck. Go ahead, Dork. What were you going to say? So
Matthew Thomas in the chat says that I look into the mirror every day and ask why. You know what, man?
I don't get that one.
Not to get too deep, but you're right. You're totally right. Yeah.
Jesus.
That was great to bring up right there. Rostafa, what did you think of AEW? I am simply here to go on a rant later, but I'm going to let you talk about it. Unless you can't fucking fix your mic.
Actually, I can.
Wow, it's perfect now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Rostafa.
Yeah, we can hear you, sexy.
Sound better now, yeah.
Okay, so I lost the interest in the first hour, so I took a break, but I went back in the second hour. So I caught more so of the Deonna Purrazzo match, and obviously Toni Storm, everything that she does at this point, can't do any wrong. The main event, I mean, again, we all knew it was RVD going into it because it was already teased through Hangman's promo. And I already looked at the matches going, okay, if RVD, wins or whatever like that, what does that do for Swerve? But, Swerve had to get that win to keep him strong. So I see the argument in doing that. So they're going to have the third match next week free on TV, which I don't agree with at all, which would be more so on a pay-per-view match.
Swerve v. RVD.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. This is why I don't.
That's why you need to watch the product.
Nah, fuck AEW, man. Yeah, so.
How much have you drank tonight? Let's be honest. Just
me?
No. Dork night.
More than I did on the Royal Rumble stream. So
that's not good.
That's
man.
impossible.
That's really not good. That's really not.
You should have asked him how much cock he sucked. That would have been.
Well, we all know 300 a year or something. Whatever.
I
will say that.
No. I think I've only sucked maybe one cock in my life. That's not cool.
Okay.
You guys, yeah, come on.
That's not.
Well, the hair does look good.
Okay, Vince.
See, I can't tell if that's like an attempt at a joke or if he's being serious and he wanted to turn the show back to like a story about his fucking childhood again. Oh. Yeah, when I I hung out with my little brother and I used to, well, let's just say lovely jubblies on him.
Oh Lord, no.
You know what's bizarre about that, Rojas, is my younger brother's gay, so that could have tracked.
And it's your fault.
You caused it.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole. They sent him. They kept sending him to gay camp, and every time he would come home clean as a whistle, you just go back in his room and then gobble his cock.
Nah.
I mean, that's just
No.
fucked up.
No, you know what's fucked up is I knew my brother was gay before he did.
I bet you did because you stuck it in his ass when he was sleeping.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? Wow. you know what?
I knew he was gay because when I used to forcefully put my cock in, and he would wake up, he would turn to me and go, "Yeah, do it."
Because when I was playing ball, he was jumping rope.
Now, what's that a euphemism for?
I can't take it.
Oh god.
Oh my god, bro.
Is that the right term, by the way? Did I just use that right? Euphemism or
No,
euphemism?
that's right. No, that's
Euphemism.
right.
Dude, because I don't want to fuck up and be like, "Oh shit, I said the wrong thing."
Come
and
on
then I
out,
feel
you
like a retard
rapist!
the next day.
Oh my god, bro. Dork is the gift that keeps on giving, and he gave it to his brother.
Come on out, you rapist!
Oh.
That is
So
done.
so Swerve versus RVD was a good match.
It was
Yeah,
a decent
I can't-
match.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch it just because I can't believe RVD lost to Swerve.
Well, I mean, he's
it's
an
a very
old.
difficult
He's
RVD
old.
match.
RVD came in, obviously. You know, he's got to come in. You know, what's his face is like. They're bringing in somebody to face Swerve. You know, to get past him, you can face me. Or I don't know what the stipulation was. I don't remember. But anyway, so RVD comes in. You know, to put over the young guy. It makes sense.
But RVD knows martial arts.
People
And he used a chair, not once, but several times.
So
you know, it's like
Oh
freaking
shit,
angry.
Rostafa, you're angry. I can tell.
No, it's not that I'm angry.
You're fed up. You're fed up.
No, I'm fed up because it was predictable as hell that he was coming in, and don't tell me that nobody did not predict from that promo. That
Everybody
Hangman
knew he
did.
was there, though. Everybody so what you just said before the show started. I thought, and you can check the chat too, by the way, Rostafa. Back when I said this, I thought it was an advertised match. So, dude, it was so known that RVD was there tonight that I thought it was an advertised match during the stream before Adam Hangman Page cut his promo. Before the promo, I was like, I guess RVD, you know, facing Swerve sounds like it might be cool. And like that was before I knew. And then later on, everybody was like, oh my God, it's RVD. And I'm like, what? Isn't that advertised? So just by reading the dirt sheets, it was like, it was already spoiled. It was weird. I didn't know that.
No, not even that. Not even that. Like, I didn't even read the dirt sheets. When Hangman did the promo, I already knew based on, you know, he's like, oh, it's going to be the whole effing whatever.
Oh, I know. Okay, so wait, when did he do the promo?
I think it was either last week on Dynamite or on Collision.
Okay, all right. So that's why everybody knew it was RVD, because he gave it away, so everybody knew. So okay, so basically in my head, I'm like, oh, this is a planned book. So I forgot that like it's a surprise, but they told you who it was. So in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, it's RVD. It's a scheduled match.
You guys still watch AEW and give a fuck about Hangman Adam Page and what he has to say.
I don't.
No, the promos were terrible. Everyone's promos tonight were awful. Samoa Joe on commentary was good, but
and isn't it sad? Isn't it sad that Jericho, out of all the guys in the dressing room, who's been known to cut great promos, within like the last like maybe year or so, has been getting so dull with his promos that every time when he opens his mouth, like remember the one with Omega when they were going after Starks and Big Bill. And they just fell so flat, and I'm just like, wow. And it's not just Omega; it was Jericho too.
I got a question for the panel here. So all these accusations against Jericho, do you think he's ever shit on somebody's face like Vince McMahon did?
No, but I bet it sounds to me like Jericho's definitely got involved in like, hey, honey, type of thing. But I don't think Jericho would piss or shit on somebody. I don't know why. I
don't understand.
Can you believe
isn't it
the
weird,
Wall
though,
Street
but the
Journal
allegation
reported that Vince McMahon shit on somebody's face? That just
that doesn't surprise me.
boggles my mind.
Well, Sean Waltman crapped
Did you just
in
find
people's
this out? Did you just find this out? You just came out of one of your several drunken stupors and you realized, like, after a week, oh my God, guys, have you heard? Have you heard the news?
Rojas wants to talk to me about drunken stupors. That's cool.
Yeah,
What?
dude, I had one in like what, a month or
you've
two?
you've had at least two. Your birthday and then the Royal Rumble. So you've had at least two.
So how much time apart was that?
I don't know, man. When was your fucking birthday?
Probably like over a month, maybe almost 2 months or something like that. This with you, like the state you're in right now, is every single time you're on the show. You were at this stage all the time. And you know what? Guess what? I have another news flash for you, a big blockbuster fucking report. You're like this even when you're not on the show every single day. Let's just let that sink in, buddy.
No, you're right. I'm a worthless loser piece of shit who has to do
all good. The self-deprecation, the just lazy self-deprecation, even though he makes the whole show about him. Now he's gonna turn around and be like, "But I suck anyway."
How am I making
Here's
the
a
show
story about
me?
when I banged. Here's about a story about when I banged 30 women. This totally happened. And then I showed him a few of my judo chopstick moves, and that impressed them. And then we went to the casino, and I won all the money. But then he has to make a story about like how it all fell apart for him. And you know it's a lie. Just listening to it, you know this is fabricated, and none of this has happened to this complete dummy.
I don't even know judo, man. Like, get your stories straight.
He just knows kick your ass. That's all he knows. Plus, by the way, do you have rum in that cup? Because I'm pretty sure that's not coffee.
Me?
No.
I'll be honest with you. I'm a bourbon guy, all the way.
Yeah,
wow.
I'd be a bourbon guy too if I cornholed my kids. Listen, so we're going to the next.
Ow! Fuck you.
No, I'm
man.
sorry. I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Dork. I couldn't help it. You do look good tonight, though. I will say that.
Joe, are you signing off? Are you signing off or no?
For life? From life?
Well, no, I thought I didn't know if you were ending the stream or not.
Oh no. Well, I'll hang on a little bit.
Well,
all right, because I want everybody to just get their AEW stuff out of the way because I want to go on in this. There's something that's been really ticking me off for the past few days. So just a fucking.
But you're always
retarded.
ticked off, dude. That's the problem.
No, but this is such a retarded tweet that I read.
Are you still the fucking champ? Can we not like dethrone this son of a bitch, please?
You got a lot of time before you have to do that. But this shit, like I sent this to Joe, and like to him, it's just like he was just like retard take. This is the stuff that like really infuriates me and just annoys me about the wrestling community.
Joe, what's your biggest?
What else happened on
tonight?
AEW?
What's your biggest donation tonight? If I beat it, can I challenge Rojas for the title? What's your biggest? I will fucking send you the money right now.
Well, what I got to do is we got to get Rojas the belt. When he gets the belt, then we're getting in somewhere. I'm gonna estimate that the belt will be on the line in March. That's my guess. Maybe
March.
Yep. It's been a while.
The belt will be on the line when I fucking say it will be. And when I get those title belts.
Wait.
Are you fucking Roman Reigns? What the fuck?
By the way, you did just. The champ was about to make a point and you interrupted him. I heard that.
Yeah, great. Champion was about to make a speech, but I was going to announce my next title defense, but you know what? Not anymore. I'm pushing it back a few weeks.
Wow.
Just because of that.
You know what? Your next title defense is going to be against me, and I'm going to.
I don't care.
Where the fuck are you? I will come to you in person.
Oh. This could be good, actually. I got to be honest, Rojas. You versus Dork would be pretty big, I think.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do it. I'll sign on.
Or
I'll
all
train
of
a few weeks. Listen,
Okay.
I know Dork Knight was a wrestler in high school, but let's admit it. The guy is out of shape, just like me.
Whoa,
but he's out of his prime too. He's not in his prime. He's old. He's a chronic drinker, like a complete alcoholic. All I need is about 4 weeks of exercising, and I'll be in shape to fucking. I probably could do it right now,
So
but all
look,
I need is
man.
a little bit of exercise, and it would be a complete squash. This guy would try to do a double leg takedown and would just have a fucking stroke and die. And I would laugh and piss in his mouth.
To call me out on being an alcoholic is lame because I've been in and out of rehab dozens of times. I've been very honest about it on this show.
You call me out to a fight.
I did.
How about you guys have a drinking contest?
Well, I outlasted
he won it.
Rojas. I outlasted Rojas at the Royal Rumble. I didn't pass out.
To be fair, though, I was so stupid to have like 10 to 12 shots, giant shots in a row within like I think the span of less than 2 hours. Like I
know. I thought it was
completely
fucked up.
obliterated.
Joe's like, how big are your shots? And Joe's like, yeah, I'm only doing like, dude, what? You're admitting to doing half shots? That's
Yes.
fucking. That's fucked up.
Look at these. Look at this little glass. Look at this is the glass right here.
Joe's the host. Joe's the host, and you know he has to be on the show for at least 30% of the stream, and the rest of it is upstairs cooking a bagel. You know, he needs to be. You know, he needs to be alive. You know, if he took the shots that we all had, he would have been just completely wasted.
I've gotten wasted before, but you know,
Matthew.
Yeah, but you could tell that, and like that. I love Jay Menace. I love him.
I almost passed
But
out.
man, what an annoying comment he had, where he's like, "These motherfuckers try to pretend they drink, and then they've been." It's like, well, yeah, what? So we can see you, just so we can see you just half passed out all the time on your stream. It's like that's not fun. Nobody wants the tired, like barely drunk guy after 7-8 shots. Like,
First
the
of
guy
all-
who's like, if everybody was at that level, if everybody was at that level, it would have been insane. But nobody wanted to go and drink 12 shots. Okay, I guess my point. This whole time I've been trying to make a point, by the way. Dork Knight is just insisting to interrupt the champion. That's another 5 weeks that the title defense will be postponed. Thanks for this, guy.
I'm gonna fuck you in the ass so hard.
No.
When we, I'm
You
just
heard it here, folks.
Like,
wow.
You heard it here. He's gonna do to you what he did to his brother. He's gonna turn you gay next.
And
by turn gay, he means rape you.
By relatives.
By turn gay, he means illegally touch your body, like against your will.
Rojas, I'm gonna fuck you so hard. Anyway, so no, why would Rojas or I, whoever was saying that, pretend to be drunk? Because we got we were the only two following the fucking rules, man. Like seriously.
I'm on video doing it. I'm literally on video doing it. I have to keep saying this.
He is on video, but he spaced out his drinks. Like he didn't do what me and you did and drink while the show is happening.
Exactly.
We followed the rules. And he also cut
cut
off about like 5 or 6 drinks so that he wouldn't die.
He
did drink.
How many shots was it total? Because I probably took, I think, 10 or 11 shots. Is that what it was?
Dude, there was like 30. There was like 30 shots.
There were at least 30. Like, I don't like or respect Rojas, but I have to give him his props. We were the only two that followed the rules.
If that's
I stopped following the rules after a while, like after the women's match, because there was literally just 12, 13, 14 shots that I had to take, and I was, oh no! Like as that match happened, I realized
whoever
this show
put pointing
is
at the
gonna
fucking
fall
WrestleMania
apart.
sign as a shot rule was terrible.
That was my idea, because I only thought it was going to happen twice. All the things that I predicted, I thought they were going to happen maybe once or twice. But man, the pointing to the WrestleMania sign happened like 500 fucking times.
It was
and
insane.
Yeah.
Like certain spots that I didn't think the Kofi spot was going to happen this year at all. And then fucking Kyrie did it. She did that like insane where she
tried. She tried. She failed. I think she actually did it.
Well,
she
maybe
put
next year, just out of
panel.
spite, if like a WWE superstar actually even heard this to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep pointing to the sign just so Luke Rojas just like drinks himself to death.
Dude, if Famous B was still fucking wrestling instead of sitting on a couch somewhere, that motherfucker would be doing that all the time. I don't think he liked me. I don't think a lot of people like me. I don't understand.
I don't want to break kayfabe here, but in real life, folks, I actually like Rojas. He's adorable.
Oh my
And
god!
Why do you? We're
Matthew
having
Thomas.
something right
Wait, so
here. We're starting a
everything
feud.
you say isn't real?
Yeah, like it's so annoying. Rostafa, anything else you want to talk about with the AEW show or?
I was trying to interact with the chat. Some dudes in the chat asking me a
I
question.
thought my name was Mustafa, but okay. I love you, dude. I'm
Oh
kidding.
shit! No,
I'm kidding,
Rostafa,
dude.
go in. Just say some other
No,
shit. Say some other
you
shit
already
about him. Talk
you
about it.
already buried him 3 feet. I'm not going to do the extra work. No, dude. Seriously, there's nothing more to
Come on,
talk about.
fucking. Oh my
There's
god.
nothing more to talk about with AEW. Luke, I'm actually more intrigued about your rant because I got a front row seat. Go away, fire away, dog. What is it?
Fire away, dog. All right. Let me pull up this tweet. So a few weeks ago, or whenever we did this video, me and Joe, I showed Joe a guy who looks like I said he was Rostafa's like evil clone or something. You know, this guy is named Suplex, right? And he says biopic like biopic, which is
Right.
very Rostafa like.
No,
But he
it's
was very strange, and
biopic.
he holds a Sharpie to his face like it's a microphone. He's a huge smark, but I kind of liked his channel. I didn't even realize I was subscribed to him, but I kind of liked his channel. I kind of liked some of his opinions. But this tweet that okay,
Go ahead.
this tweet that he sent and he posted it on his YouTube channel, and I sent this to Joe because I was so enraged by this. This is what he said. WWE doesn't need Brock Lesnar in 2024. Roman Reigns already has his part-time schedule, and they already have super heavyweights that can build up to be exactly what Brock is. Brock, for the most
Apparently,
part, was 20% wrestling, 80% aura. There's people who do it better. We got Braun now.
well, apparently Vince.
This
needed
is so...
You know.
Okay, I understand Brock is being investigated. But to sit there and just be like, yeah, you remember Brock Lesnar, one of the biggest wrestlers of all time when it comes to it at the end of the day, one of the biggest draws of all time. Yeah, he's replaceable. And the fucking audacity to be like, yeah, like we don't need him anymore. As if this guy didn't fucking entertain us for like what, 20 something fucking years and put his body on the line and did all this shit. Like it would be different if he was like Nia Jax. But this is Brock Lesnar, and you're being like, "Oh, let's just get over it. Like, we don't need him anymore. Braun is better. We can replace him with Braun, and we can build people up to." You're never gonna build somebody up to be Brock Lesnar. You're never gonna build somebody to be a Brock Lesnar.
I don't know, but hey, since you say I always like to make it about me, nobody mentioned.
Well, yeah, you have this whole rant.
I look 20
this
years
whole
younger.
rant. This whole rant that I tried to build up and let everybody else talk about stuff, which, by the way, you interrupted 100 times to go into other things. You have, during this whole rant, talked over it. You do realize that, right? This whole rant that I've been trying to go on, you have talked over it. But that's not the annoying part. The annoying part is saying stuff like Brock was 20% wrestling and 80% aura. As if aura is this dumb thing that doesn't matter in wrestling. Because aura, what's aura when you can see Gunther? Like, I like Gunther, but like to pretend that Gunther is better than Brock or something like that, or Braun is better than Brock, and also to pretend that we didn't want Brock versus Gunther for the longest time, that everybody wasn't clamoring about it, and now all of a sudden Brock is overrated. We don't need him anymore. This just really fucking bugged me.
Rojas,
this is such
and always
a
shall
snobbish fucking opinion,
my friend.
What?
What happened?
got awkward real quick.
I said, you have been and always shall be my friend.
Okay. Dork Knight's watching Wrath of Khan again. Here we go.
Dork, shut the fuck up.
Oh, the D. Welsh
Yeah, you
is
know
here.
what? You know what? Whatever.
Hey,
Luke
man,
is the
I'm
champ.
just trying to
Shut
say.
up, Dork.
I'm just trying to say I love you, man. God damn. What the fuck?
That's
I
sweet of him.
don't know how to feel right now. What's going on?
Mustafa, before Rojas and Dork Knight have sex, what did you think? What do you think going forward here, man? I mean, like WWE and AEW have switched up, but I feel like we're in a downer mode right now. Everything was looking really good everywhere, and now it feels like all we have for WrestleMania is will Cody finish the story, and that's really the only story. It feels like.
As of right now, yeah.
Yeah, WWE's kind of a little got a problem, and AEW has a major problem.
Right. So AEW overall has a major problem with a number of their divisions, specifically as far as the character development with because there's a lot of factions. They're trying to be so much like NJPW with just multiple factions trying to get everybody over, and that's not how you get everybody over. The women's division, for the majority part, has still been slacking and lacking any kind of continuity in comparison to, for example, the TNA knockouts, what's going on in Japan, what's happening in WWE,
Hey,
a bunch of stuff. But there's more.
I have a question.
Hold on one second. I just want to make this point real quick. So basically, the only three people, as far as that's worth seeing, in my opinion, at least on AEW, are Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, and Tony Storm. That's it. And when I look at this, I'm looking at it more so from long term. And these guys are more so long term than any of the already established AEW originals. Their time passed pretty quickly. And from the initial start of AEW from 2019 to about maybe mid 2022, probably after, All Out and, the Brawl Out happened, everything just sort of kind of died very, very slowly. Yes, we may still have MJF into, potentially sticking with AEW to further the storyline with, Adam Cole. But again, everything is on hiatus right now because Adam Cole's still injured. MJF is still recovering from injuries. And WWE, going into WrestleMania, a lot of their matches have been scrapped because of, injuries as well as allegations and all that other stuff. So it's going to be a really interesting journey just to get to Philadelphia.
So, a question, because I haven't been watching AEW in weeks. Is Knockoff Test and Baby Rock still the tag team champions?
Yes, they're still the tag team champions. You need to watch the product. Stop guessing.
Joe, that's Mustafa's equivalent of all the rants that I've gone on tonight.
Just right to it.
Like if
gotta watch the product, brother.
If Mustafa was me right now, he would have gone on like a 3-minute rant just drilling into this guy. But Mustafa's politeness makes him just go,
no,
watch the show, buddy.
That's why I love Mustafa. He's a good dude.
Well, I mean, I love you too, but not that much. It's okay.
Shut up, Dork.
Okay.
Oh shit, D Wells, top donator in this community.
He was gonna boot off. He wanted to boot off Dork tonight. He's been asking.
You know what's funny is
he just told
did
you
a
shut
super
up.
chat. I did a super chat. You didn't even read it, bro.
$2. Whoop-de-doo.
I haven't
Dork.
played it yet because we can barely get our own thoughts out here between each other.
I would have given him 100 if he said it would have got me.
Big donation, Dork.
Let's go ahead. I'll play him right now, though.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Seabass, the beast.
Scissor me, Joe.
The way Jim Cornette hates Vince Russo is the way I hate Dork Knight. Guy is such a mark for himself.
You're right. Dork Knight would bring a sign to a show that says, "I'm Dork Knight."
That's it. He really would, but at the same time, Joe, I could totally see him bringing a sign or something, or like an obnoxious shirt to get on TV. Oh, like he did with the green shirt at Money in the Bank that one year.
It was a green scarf.
Acknowledge
Who
me.
said that about me?
That was Seabass, the beast. And there's Dork Knight's donation. He always talks over his own dono. I love it. Acknowledge me, the Dork Knight said. Well, don't worry. You'll acknowledge you plenty of times.
Yeah.
We love Dork Knight,
One
though.
thing I
here.
noticed about this about these allegations is that a lot of people act as if that, like, I don't know, they pretend to like see it, you know what I mean? Like pretend to be like on some sort of like moral problem with it, you know what I mean? Like these people don't care. Like
Matthew,
you hear this news. Do you
I
hear
didn't
this
see that.
news? You hear this news about Vince McMahon and whatever you're thinking. Like, do you really honestly, Joe, does this like make you think at night? Like, I can't even sleep thinking about the things that he's done.
Oh,
Like
Vince?
the way some people have been talking about
No,
it.
I just I
Like,
go, you know what? We always knew Vince was fucking crazy and something like this could happen, but we thought he was untouchable, and we really thought he was untouchable. And one of the biggest reasons why he's not untouchable right now is because now the company's owned by some huge other company that has to be careful with stuff. So he's not protected anymore. You know what I mean? If he owned the company, or if he was, even though it's a publicly traded company, if he was still the majority holder, it's like there was still some protection there for him because he could protect himself, essentially. I think they wiggled away power from him on purpose. I think there was a mini power struggle, and that's why a lot of this stuff happened.
He voted himself back into the company before they even did the merger. So again, he was smart on that front. But
they wanted him there. That's why they wanted him there for the
they wanted
merger.
him there. They wanted him there, and yet you only have like a 12% stake in the company, which is not really that much, and probably worth about maybe 30 to 35 mil easily.
But now,
but
with him doing this now that they're in charge of the company, now they look bad and they can't have any of that. So now Vince is finally gone because he was actually vulnerable for the first time.
Yeah, but more importantly than that, though, it's like we have allegations that include text messages, which, by the way, many people that have worked for WWE, or at least have been, getting the dirt out to various different dirt sheets all around, have been saying Vince actually does text like that.
Yeah,
So,
and listen, Vince is crazy and he's fine, whatever else. I think the point is, yeah, what Vince did is wrong in the position he's in. It's kind of wrong what he did, and certainly if there was more to it than we understand with how he treated her, maybe that's bad too. But at the same time, this girl received, and that doesn't mean because she received gifts that it's okay, right? Because there'll be people that say like, oh, she got a BMW, she got $100,000, she got Nordstrom thing, that's allegedly whatever.
She accepted money. She accepted material.
Right, she accepted it. But you know what? If I asked a cancer patient to accept, certain things, they would too, and do things for if I told them I had a cure.
She wasn't a cancer patient.
No, I know, but I'm just saying someone down the luck. But I'm also not sitting here going like, oh my God, like I don't know if I'll ever be able to, like Eric Bischoff the other day. Eric Bischoff, go fucking kill yourself, you fucking idiot. The other day, Eric Bischoff was like, oh, I don't know if I'll ever watch the show again. You know what?
Yeah,
go fucking dye your hair pink and shove a fucking knife in your own ass.
I just don't like I don't like the false I'm a hero now all of a sudden. I have like
Watch
the morals of
you guys,
Superman.
look
I
at
have
this.
the morals of Superman.
Rojas, look at this.
About some of the people that I know, people, honest people, contribute to
This
society,
is sickening.
help others. I mean, really good people that I know there personally. And they're affected by this.
Are you?
I think,
why are
and to your point a little earlier, you've had a hard time reconciling your fandom and how you feel about the company and how you feel about being a wrestling fan at this point. I feel the same way.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, I've had thoughts cross my mind of like, maybe it's just time for me to walk away from all
like this guy didn't do that shit back then. Like this guy of all people didn't do that same type of shit back then.
Stop it! What?
No.
What
I'm
are
serious,
you talking
bro.
about?
I can't believe Joe Rojas and I are actually agreeing. This
I
is
just don't
crazy.
want to be
like this
associated
guy-
with it anymore.
No,
Like
he's
this guy
Eric
back in
Bischoff is nuts, bro.
WCW.
Like, what a fake fuck. I might have to walk away from watching wrestling. I've thought about that because of this. What the fuck are you talking about? People actually believe him?
No.
Yeah.
It's fake.
No,
It's
Beth
fake as
Mentel
hell.
had it best, actually, because he just did a report just the other day about it. And basically, he came to the same conclusion as kind of I did, that it's barely, if not even going to go to court or even pretrial. The girl's going to most likely get her money via settlement, and that most likely be the end of it. And there's not going to be any justice for it.
I hope it goes to trial and Vince goes to jail for the rest of his fucking life.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. His defense, and again, Jared McDivitt is out of the picture technically because he technically retired, but coming out of retirement necessarily wouldn't be an impossibility. But it would be interesting who would be representing Vince if this actually were to go to trial and what type of case they would develop as far as the defense.
Expensive lawyer.
He ain't coming out of
But
fucking
but
retirement.
but at the same time, Dork Knight, doesn't it make you fucking like annoyed at the lady for being like, okay, so you just came out about this huge scandal, how this is so traumatic to you, but you don't want to fight this to get justice. You just want to get a settlement. You just want to get paid.
Well, who says she doesn't want to? I thought they made it very clear in the 76-page thing that they want to take.
Well, the prosecutor, absolutely, the lawyers, but as far as her, I don't know because she hasn't necessarily made a comment about it, at least publicly.
But Dork, I'm saying if this goes nowhere and it settles and she gets paid, say like she probably will get paid more than the $3 million that she was promised from the NDA. She might get paid like 10 million or some shit.
Okay.
Say she gets this huge payout, but it doesn't go to trial and they don't have then it doesn't go to criminal court rather. What were your opinions gonna be then? Like, are they gonna be like, fuck Vince McMahon, but at the same time, I mean, clearly she didn't give a shit enough to fucking go at it.
Well, no, my thing will be she is only in it like fuck her. She's only in it for the money. Like he needs to go to jail. She needs to push this all the way. Don't fucking settle. Push it all the way. He's a depraved human piece of trash.
But
From the
here's
shit
the
that I
issue that
read.
I'm facing. Here's the issue that I'm facing though is imagining Vince actually being in a federal prison and him not, and again we talked about this last week, of him not getting that treatment where it's technically not a federal prison, but it's like some type of housing and you can never leave. So he's going to be comfortable for the rest of his life.
Yeah, like what do they call where they sent like what's her name, the cook lady, insider trading. What the fuck is her name?
Yeah. But the point is like Vince is most likely going to be comfortable for the rest of his life while everybody alienates him and points the finger at him for the rest of his life because of this. And by the way, he's claimed in the reports that he's like, these are all lies, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, it's going to be very difficult.
It wasn't shit. It wasn't shit. It was piss. It wasn't shit. It was piss. God.
Look,
it wasn't shit.
when the Wall Street Journal reports that you shit on somebody's face, I'm sorry.
On their head.
I'm gonna.
Did you just say that Vince is gonna go to jail? What's he gonna go to jail for?
Trafficking. Anyway.
But if she consented to it, is it trafficking anymore? Or like, I don't understand.
Well, I don't think this is.
She was coerced. She was coerced.
Who's gonna charge him with trafficking?
But she's exactly, nobody's gonna get charged with anything. If this lady was so coerced and they abused me, if she was really like that, this would go to a trial and she would actually fight for justice. But to me, if she's just gonna be like, nah, I want my money. If I want my money, then at the same time, it's like, then what the fuck would Vince have? What would Vince do wrong there? Like what he did was, it was not wrong, but like, it's fucked up. Like it's messed up. Like you wouldn't expect it, and it's super unprofessional. It's immoral. But
what
legally,
kind of
what's wrong?
But
legally, what is wrong with doing sexual acts with consent, even if it is kind of manipulative and creepy? If it's with consent and that lady gets paid, like, I don't mean, like, yeah, I guess it's it's illegal of prostitution, but like, I don't understand why he would need to be. Some people saying, lock him into the deepest parts of the prison and throw away the key and then blind him and beat him with.
Yeah, there's nothing criminal yet.
What kind of world am I living in when Rojas and I are?
And Luke, here's the other thing that many people don't also understand is the fact that even if Vince were to be acquitted or whatever, the charges were dropped or whatever, he can countersuit technically. Because his gripe would be, you're trying to publicly, ruin my name, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, his attorneys, history knows, besides just Jerry Medivic or whoever he's, tied with, again, he's also tied in with political figures. So if he wants to get out of something, especially,
that's what a lot of people have mentioned. But yeah, like he's in the mob or he's got politicians and
with the mob.
I don't know.
Yeah, and that's what I don't understand either. It's like he pressured her. So she didn't feel comfortable then coming out about it, but now all of a sudden she does. But if the WWE had this fucking power, like people make it seem like the WWE bro is gonna put a fucking hit out on her. They're gonna whack her, bro.
You know why she came out? He was supposed to give her $3 million. He only gave her $1 million. Didn't make his second $1 million payment. Yeah, and so she came out.
Which is a Vince thing. Vince has always stopped paying, but we don't know if maybe he got word she was going to come out with it anyway or something. I don't know. Like, why would he stop paying? But he stopped paying so many other people over the history of his life. That
I think he got cocky. Obviously he got cocky.
Sheer fucking hubris.
Yes, I think that is what it is with him, because he did it to Stampede Wrestling. He's done it to multiple wrestlers for other things. I mean, he's got a track record with that.
To me,
and he made the mistake of doing it with an unhinged fucking person like this. Probably.
It also seems weird to me where it's like, so she was so devastated by this, and she was forced to sign this NDA because she was scared. She was forced into it in a way, or she was manipulated and coerced into it. But when she doesn't get her payment, now all of a sudden she has this courage of, now I can fight against them.
To be fair, if let's just say all of this was true, in the sense that, what she said in her affidavit, the 67-page document, all that stuff, and this is all true, like, absolutely, I would be shitting myself in the sense that, like, if I was in her shoes, I'm like, well, I can't get out of this because I need my job. I literally just came out of a traumatic experience of losing both my parents. I needed help. This is the only way to pay my bill. Now, if that's all of that true in a nutshell, plus also that suffering, I absolutely agree. But the thing is, though, even with a lot of women's cases that have dealt with this type of behavior from, somebody with money who is a male dominating figure, most cases like this, you would absolutely question, why didn't you go to something earlier? But for a lot of women, in their mind, they feel like they can't because they feel that they're going to get hurt, whether it be physically, whether it be publicly dismantled or whatever. But again, we don't know all the facts yet. We only just know the accusations until this is actually presented. We don't
Plus,
know.
you're not going to that's why she didn't. Those were the payments were the things that were keeping her from saying it. She might have wanted to tell people, but she was like, "Well, I really need that money."
Well, Vince told people.
And we agreed to this money.
Telling people.
Yeah, then she agrees to the money because, okay, well, at least I she feels like she's getting some justice. Like, damn, I'm getting $3 million. Well, that's more than I was getting doing all this stuff, and now I'm getting that to be quiet. Like, okay, that's fine. And then she gets the million.
$75,000 a year, or whatever the basic pay was when she first started.
Right, and then so now the payments stop. You're like, well, why am I gonna stop? Fucking, she probably contacted a lawyer. Like, well, why should I keep quiet when you stop paying me? So he got cocky, like you said. He got the hubris. He got cocky.
Vince fucked himself.
I just want to.
Vince screwed Vince.
Hold up, this story would not have come out if Vince would have made his second fucking payment.
Well, something would have come out still, because
definitely would have come out.
We're on the road, the highway to hell.
Maybe later, but not during the same week as the Netflix.
But what?
You're right. Yeah.
I just don't buy this, and I think everybody in the situation looks worse coming off of it, and I think she doesn't look good coming out of it either. But the way people make it out as if, she was like, I guess I'll do this, begrudgingly from the text that I've read and that you've read on the show, Joe. It really does seem like she's very relationship-y, sexy role play.
Vince shit on her fucking head,
and she came back for more.
And John
came back for more. Because she came back for more, and they agreed upon it.
Look at that! Look at the WrestleMania sign. Look at that! Cronin for commentary. Randy Orton's pointing to the sign.
With the shot, Luke.
Unbelievable.
Cronin for commentary.
But Dork, you do realize just stating something that happened, I think it's gross. But at the same time, if somebody agreed to do it and they consented to do it, and it's a sexual act for some people.
Okay, well, let me ask
you.
Well,
as much as it grosses me out, as much as it grosses me out, I'm not gonna fucking sit here and pretend like you know, like these fucking asshole fake motherfucking podcasters being like, I've always been able to tell the signs now that I think about it. And it just, I haven't been able to sleep in days, and I just cannot. I just want to say I feel for the family who had to go through this, and like you don't care. Do you think any of these people really give a shit? You know how much they salivated over this story coming out? Oh my God, a huge story. What a big story for us to report on. They don't give a shit. Like
I don't care about any of that. I'm sorry. I don't care about any of that.
I'm not talking about you. Not everybody is talking about you. Nobody gives a shit about you. It has been about you this whole stream. Oh my God. You know what, dude? Like, seriously, I hate you. And that's not kayfabe. It's not, it's my character. I just don't fucking like you. Like when you're like this, when you're normal, when you're sober, it's fine. But you're drunk like this every fucking night, every time we talk. And it's so enraging, dude. Get some fucking help. Seriously.
Wait, you got a hospital bracelet on your left arm?
Wait a minute. Are you saying when he's drunk, he's more conceited?
You look like a fucking guy who just lost his job and he's about to kill himself when he gets home.
Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up. Oh.
Is he pulling out a Bible now? What's going on?
Oh no!
Pulling out my Bible.
He's about to put the word on you.
Why do you have that nearby?
You look like a preacher who's on the run.
Yeah.
Lord.
Oh shit! Seabass, the Beast.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated.
Man, he's single-handedly donating to this show tonight.
9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming, and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Fuck Eric Bischoff and Moist Critical for virtue signaling. Moist Critical showed dildos on his live stream. Like I said before, she came out after the big Netflix deal WWE. She's not a victim. She's a fucking cunt like Dork Knight.
Oh, it's Seabass, the Beast. Look at that. Well, let's play a little bit of the Andrew Tate take.
He worked hard to become a billionaire, and he bought her all of these things. This is disgusting. Ready?
Go on.
This is disgusting.
Hit me with it.
Alternative clinic medical care and cosmetic surgeries and products.
Shit!
Clubhouse access tickets to the Belmont Stakes.
Fuck!
Private full-day transportation and premium tickets to the WrestleMania. $2,000 Nordstrom gift card.
Fuck!
A massive box of chocolates and flowers.
Oh my God, that's trafficking.
$20,000 towards surgery paid directly to the surgeon's office.
Trafficking.
A pearl and diamond necklace.
Trafficking.
Blue cashmere knee-length cardigan.
Trafficking.
Blue Burberry cashmere scarf.
Trafficking.
Blue cashmere and fur hat.
Trafficking.
Gray cashmere shawl.
Trafficking.
Celine sunglasses.
Trafficking.
Large bouquets of flowers delivered approximately every other week.
If that's not trafficking, what is?
A BMW 430xi.
Shit!
A $5,000 gift card to the spa.
Guilty!
Bought the bitch a 4 Series.
2 private chef catered dinners in McMahon's condo.
Look this man up!
Gold and diamond paved paperclip necklace.
How dare he!
$15,000 of Bloomingdale's gift cards.
That monster!
He did all of this to manipulate her. This is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. When a woman gets with a billionaire, the last thing she wants is gifts. There's nothing that would be worse for a woman to date a billionaire and be bought millions of dollars worth of things. That is a crime.
No, that's what it costs to take a shit on someone's head and stuff. You got to buy the millions of dollars worth of shit.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, if she's getting all of this, then there's a mutually agreed upon thing. That's what the point he's making. That's the point. And I don't like Andrew Tate. I think he's way too fucking take. Honestly,
no, he's an alpha weirdo.
You should feed your girlfriend shits every single day. Take a shit in a sandwich, make her eat it. If she eats it, she's loyal.
I mean, listen, that was funny, and I like that for how it's funny. I do think Andrew Tate's a fucking cunt, though, at the same time. And also, again, I mean, that was funny, right? But that doesn't, it doesn't make sense. I could beat a man in my basement and keep him captive in my basement, and then give him gifts and give him lobster and be like, don't tell anybody, don't scream, and I'll take care of you. And then I can make him my pet. I can take him out to the mall with me and say, you say anything, you're dead. Shut up. Here's a big meal. Here's a gold watch. What's your favorite thing you wanted to do? You want to meet a WWE wrestler? I'll have that happen. Like, you could do all that stuff and be a criminal and be doing something criminal and be doing something heinous or bad or immoral or whatever. And you could be giving someone a bunch of gifts. That doesn't mean that you're a good person or that you're in a normal relationship. In fact, that's not normal.
Son of man.
Yeah, but there's nothing that.
Until then.
Is there anything that really suggests that Vince, to the extent, was holding her hostage? You know what I mean?
No, it's not.
Or do you think it's more likely that it was against her will, or that there was a quid pro quo? She was getting with a billionaire to advance her career, and she accepted, like they said,
all these things
millions
can be true.
millions of dollars worth of gifts. But what do you think is more likely? That Vince McMahon is this big evil fucking guy, and he held her against her will, and then they were all laughing maniacally at the boardroom, being like, and guess what, Brock? If you don't want to resign, I guess you won't be able to fuck the slut.
Yeah, well, that's. I mean, I'm sure that they could have used that. They could have said, "Listen, Brock, why don't you come in? I got this new girl. She wants to suck you and sit on you, and she'll have all those kinds of things." And I could see him using her as some sort of hey, we're gonna give you the money, we're gonna do this, but on top of that, look at this girl, look at the voluptuous tits. She wants to sit on your face, Brock. Come in. So that's not.
She let me shit on her face.
She went along with it,
right?
But
I know she did. That's fine.
It.
I'm saying the truth is. Here's the truth. Here's why we're all getting so mad. The truth is in the middle somewhere. It's the gray area. It's to an extent she went along with stuff, and he abused power and took liberties with her, and then wined and dined her, and she accepted it to some extent. And so here's the thing: I think Vince needs to be fined. He probably needs to pay her out some money, and it's kind of gross and disgusting and whatever. But beyond that, unless there's things that I don't know about that he did that are worse. I mean, I didn't read the whole thing yet still, so I'm no expert on it. That I think everyone's going to walk away. It's going to cost Vince money. It's obviously cost him his position in WWE. But
dude.
That's it. I don't think you should be kill him, lock him up, a rotten jail for all time now.
I know that's the thing that infuriates me, is that we got to now all pretend that Vince McMahon is so evil and irredeemable that we can't he has to be thrown into the
Dork, I want you listen.
He has to be thrown in the darkest depths of fucking Azkaban.
Dork was about to say that there's things that we don't even know on the thing. So name the crimes? Tell me the crimes.
No, I'm not. All I'm gonna say
I want you to tell me the crimes though.
If only a third of this shit is true, the dude needs to go to jail
for what? What's the crime? What's the crime?
He basically coerced, forced, and pimped a woman out into prostitution between executives and wrestlers. That alone, just that alone.
So trafficking. We can have to prove.
That's what we've been talking about this whole time, and nothing's been proven. And for what a lot of us have gathered, not all of us, but from a lot of us have gathered, that she did go along with it. So yes, while it's gross and I could see him maybe serving prison time, although I don't really see
a transaction has to happen for that, right? And it has to be proven. But she's already signed an NDA.
I can see why you can make it, but I could see why you can make a case for why he would want to go to prison, or you would want him to go to prison. But the prison for the rest of his life?
Well, he's what, 75? I mean, rest of his life's maybe 15, 20 years. I mean, come on, give me a break.
Did you really? I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so it's a federal offense to knowingly persuade, induce, entice, or coerce an individual to travel to engage in prostitution or other criminal sex acts. and is punishable by fine and up to 20 years in prison.
20. He's 75, 90. You think he's going to live over 95?
He's not going to get that, though. He's going to settle. It just won't happen. He's just not going to go to. I don't think he's going to go to jail. I think he's going to.
And
I think
this is all allegations. This is all allegations. This is all allegations. None of this is ever going to be proven, ever. So we'll never get a definitive answer if this happened or if nothing happened. For all we know, the lady. But the texts, messages, whether or not they're there, we haven't even been proven if those are true. All of this, dude, is never going to be proven true. But certain people are going to argue whether it was all completely bullshit or if it was all completely true. Either way, we're never going to fucking know. So what's the point of even getting mad about it? And what's the point of these faggots, these fucking fake motherfuckers who go like, oh my God, I've been losing sleep over this since I've heard the news. I mean, it's just been such a tough weekend. It's been such a tough week. It's not a tough weekend. Nobody cares.
Fuck all that. My thing is, though, if Vince McMahon can get away with this, that scares me for humanity. I don't know.
Oh my
Just
God.
me.
If Vince McMahon gets away with some girl getting millions of dollars and shit and sucking cocks and being fucked and then being shit on, if he gets away with that, you're worried about humanity? There's like butchered children over in Israel and Gaza right now.
Wow.
Yeah, but Dork Knight. Also, you do realize that those texts have not been proven. And Jiffy, okay, defending Vince so hard. I think if the texts are true, I think it was definitely a right decision to get Vince out of the company. And I do think it's really gross to take a shit on somebody's head, but I'm not pretending like this has any personal effect on my life.
Yeah, but bro, listen, if some guy is like, if some chick is like, hey, I own a company and you look hot, like come by my office today, and then I'm like, okay, and I come by her office and she's like, I wanted to keep you around the building maybe and put you in like a position and because you look hot. And I'm like, oh shit. Yeah.
Well, first of all, that's not a fair comparison. We're dudes. Dudes have not been offered like women. It's totally different, man.
Well, so now you don't think there's men that go for this? That's really fucked
up.
Oh
no. I'm not saying that at all.
Fuck you. That's really offensive.
That's
really offensive.
No, what I'm saying is most men would go for it.
It's really offensive.
We're not offered pussy as much as women are offered dick throughout the course of their lives.
What?
If you think about it. No, seriously. Hear me out. If you think about this, I have 2 daughters, okay? One's 20, one's about to be 15.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up on you before you can ruin your whole life. Please, just don't say anything.
Dork, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what about Epstein Island too, where they had little young kids out there? Isn't that worse than what Vince did?
Yeah, like I feel like if this lady was 17 or 15, then like lock them in the darkest depths of hell. But I mean,
she was 21, I think, or 22, 21.
I'm not losing sleep. I'm not losing sleep over some
Listen,
lady getting paid millions.
The bottom line is he used leverage on a 21-year-old girl who was vulnerable. So he morally, if you're paying someone this money and you're acting this way and they're a 21-year-old female, you have to know. I would think you would know morally that what I'm doing is a little fucked up. Like this is wrong. Like morally, at least, and legally, it is too, to be like, here's money, suck my cock. And then also these other people, and I'm in a company and you're the fucking chairman of WWE. You got to be careful with what you do. It would be better to, prostitutes are a different thing. Like that's technically illegal, right? But like bringing a girl in and banging it out once in a while for money here or there or every week or whatever you want to do, okay. But like when you're like really in this relationship,
passing her around like a fucking
like an object, like a weird object he's passing around. But like it's so again, it's not the worst thing we've ever heard of, but it is bizarre and it's wrong of him. And it could. And I feel bad. I feel bad for her, but she also was involved in it too. So two people made shitty decisions, but Vince, being the older man who has the power, is ultimately more responsible. So if you want to say it's her fault, his fault, yeah. So he has more of the responsibility. So if you want to be like, oh, it's 50-50. So I heard someone say it was like, oh, they're both equally. Well, I don't think so, because he has the power. So he has the responsibility. He's an older man. He's got the power. He's got the money. He's got the control. All that is on him. And he should have known better and been more careful. And he should have. Dude, I mean, I can't, like you said, I know Dork is about to say he has a daughter. I have a daughter too. And it reminds me of when I was younger, dude. I was about to hook up with this chick, right? This chick came over. She was a little bit younger than me. I was, I forget how old we were. I think I might have been 16 or I don't know how old I was. I was like 16. She was younger. And either way, there was an age difference. And she just seemed innocent-like, and she came over under these ideas to hook up with me and whatever. And then, but then when she started going at it and we started getting involved in it, she kind of seemed weird and nervous and stuff like that. And eventually I said to her, I was like, what, do you not want to do anything more? Have you done, like, are you a whatever? She's like, yeah, I'm never done. I'm a virgin. I was like, okay, so you want to do this right now? And she said no. And I was like, she kind of said no. She didn't say no, but she kind of said it. And I said, you don't want to really do this right now. You don't want to do this. And she's like, no, I don't. And I was like, okay. So it's like, it's like, that's me and I'm a psycho. So it's like, I recognize that, but why can't Vince be like, yeah, I should be careful with what I'm doing. So you got to notice, like, and have some kind of control of something, I would hope. But even that is like, we could have done it. I could have done it with this girl. And then she could have been like, oh, like, that was my first time. I didn't really want, oh, well. Like, and she always kind of lived with that.
Hey, man, you're a better man than me. I have a similar story.
Yeah, I just rape chicks, to be quite honest with you. Yeah. Like, if they say no, I stuff my dick in them anyway.
She had big ones too. They were very big.
Well, yeah, we'll just go with whatever he said.
No, what'd you do, Dork? Let's incriminate yourself. I like this.
Bring up your kids again.
No, when I was a young child, I was.
Oh my God, Dork.
I was fooling around with another kid my age.
A young child?
Yeah, we were very young, under 10. And
what?
I didn't know. Apparently she had been molested by one of her parents. I had no idea, and we like, that's why I had, yeah, I mean, we had
stop.
You're using somebody else's molestation for a pointless icebreaker story for you on a podcast.
What happened? What happened, Dork? Tell us what happened. Tell us.
You know what? Never.
No, ignore him. Ignore him. Now, so I want to hear the rest of it. So and then what happened? The two of you, you're sitting in. What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old was she? What?
No, I was like 9. She was 10. And my dick wasn't even fully formed yet. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Greensboro, North Carolina. I'll forget it.
Of course it's there. Of course it's North Carolina. Of course it's North Carolina. Of course it's North Carolina.
Come on out, you rapist!
Dork,
See,
stop.
Now, I should have. Whoever said that, I should have listened to like 5 minutes.
You're
Wait
a fucking
minute,
loser,
Dork.
Stop.
Wait a minute, Dork. I don't even want to know because of the ages. I know it's your story, so like we could totally talk about it, but I can't. I can't even do it. I can't even talk about this. What you just said. That.
Yeah.
I don't want to know how that happens because I'm like, I'm thinking I do. Like, how does that happen? But I don't want to know.
I mean, do you really want to?
No, I don't. I don't want to know anymore.
I don't know how a guy like this. I don't know how a guy like this can tell a story like that, and then be like, Vince having sex with this lady
Well,
is warranting of being damned for the rest of time.
No,
you know what I
because
mean? Like
first of
this
all,
is
I was
what
younger.
you just told
I was
is the
no,
most
I was-
disturbing story I've
She was
ever
like,
heard.
"Let me show you this thing I learned." Is that what?
I was younger than her, and she
I
said,
don't want to hear about it because you guys were
the
9
fuck
and
up,
10 years
dork.
old. This is fucking gross.
"It is gross. It's terrible."
No,
Shut
that
up,
is
dork.
terrible.
Talking about it.
Oh,
This is
God.
why you won't beat Luke, dork.
Wow. You hear that?
This is disgusting, bro.
Well, we got to
This
get
is
more
really
into that at
disgusting.
another time, I feel like. But
This is exactly why I'm going to beat Luke.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, and hey, I just want to make it clear. I want to make it clear that if it turns out that everything that like this lady was forced and stuff, or like, you know what I mean? Like, there's more to this story that we don't know, and that like, I'm fucking. I don't know.
Tell us about
Like,
the
she
time
was-
when you were older.
I would be upset about it. I would be definitely like, fuck Vince and he should go to jail. But to me, I just think it's more of like, I just don't like people pretending as if it's something worse than it actually is.
That's
Like,
the
we haven't
problem. It's
heard
the
more
overcorrection.
stories.
That's the issue. Yes, Vince could maybe do jail time. Vince is definitely going to pay fines like crazy potentially, and Vince is gross, and Vince had to go at this point. Am I happy about that? Not really, because this is the guy who started all this wrestling for us and that we all loved, and so people that say they hate him and good riddance, go to hell and go to jail, so that's my problem. Like Luke just said, within reason, yes, Vince, like, I'm upset. But, like, I'm not over pretending like, oh, my God, kill him. And, like, I never, like, will go to hell. Like, what do you mean go to hell? We're all here because of the guy.
That's why I was so annoyed at that guy's comment about Brock Lesnar, because now that he's a part of these allegations, we got to pretend that everything he's done sucks, and then Braun Breaker could just come in and replace him, and like that was such a really angering fucking thing to say. Like,
what
dork,
comment?
dork,
No,
seriously.
No, what I'm asking you to clarify, what comment about Brock Lesnar? That's all I'm asking.
It was the comment that I brought up earlier that you talked through the entire time that I tried to get into.
He didn't hear it because
and
he was
that-
talking, Luke. That's
Exactly. He didn't hear it because he was talking. I couldn't think of what I was trying to say because he was talking over me. And every time that there has been something that we've tried to switch to, he just will not stop. I'm serious, bro. Stop the drinking. Like,
I
you
wonder
need
what
help.
Dork has done to people in his later years because of his adolescent issues.
Can I say something real quick, Joe?
Yes, sir.
Hey, dork, you won't ever win the title because you want to know why? Luke is the champ and he's going to get help.
Oh.
Super chat.
Luke is going to get help. Botch Club.
See this week's Woman Botch Wednesday must see now.
Ooh, right now, live on Botch Club, the brand new Woman's Botch on Instagram, Botch Club on Instagram and TikTok. Go follow them on Instagram and TikTok to see whatever he's talking about. Great botches every day on Botch Club. And now, now let's play a clip of Dork Knight's childhood.
Shit bum.
Dork316 says I live rent free in Rojas's and Base's heads.
Oh, the Dork Knight donates $5 super chat. I live rent free in Rojas's and Seabass's heads.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Because
that
I'm
was
living.
like 30. That was 30 minutes ago. That's crazy.
Well, we had a good
That is
conversation.
how time works.
We had a good
That is
conversation.
how time
going.
works.
Listen, I am gonna wrap it up now, man. I gotta go play with my own beaver, but let me tell you, Brock was a setup. Says there's a lot of conspiracy stuff right now, about a lot of things, which I understand. It's because people are paranoid about everything. They don't trust anything anywhere, and everybody's,
well,
that's the way it is.
But imagine everything gets cleared up with Brock's name. Do you think this? Because there was a lot of people saying the same shit, by the way. That like, oh, Brock, we don't need Brock anymore. Brock sucks anyway. Brock's overrated now. Like, even though everybody was hyping up a Gunther versus Brock match for like weeks and months, and for even years, talking about it. Now all of a sudden, oh, Brock sucks. We don't need him anymore. Like, imagine it comes out tomorrow that like, oh, Brock had nothing to do with anything. You know how many people are gonna just pretend that they didn't say that dumbass shit and gonna just pretend, oh, Brock Lesnar's great again. It's just how fickle everybody is because of allegations or something, or because a lawsuit happens, or because they say something they don't agree with. All of a sudden now we're all gotta pretend that Brock Lesnar is replaceable.
God damn
Fuck
it, Rojas. Who has said this shit? I haven't heard any of this.
There's been people. There's been a lot of people that are. They're just
There's
like.
been a lot of people.
It's only a small. It's like. I don't know who it is, like 5 to 15% of people out there with these just psycho takes. But then there's the big wrestling people like Eric Bischoff and
wow, D Welsh really hates me for some reason. Did you see his comment? Oh my god.
What do you say?
Yeah, I wonder why.
I don't know why. Why do you hate me, D Welsh?
Maybe it's the thing that we've been telling you to just stop doing this entire stream, which is constantly just interrupt every train of thought.
Yeah, I was answering your question, then you were like, "Look at D Welsh." You're like a retard that sees candy for the first time.
No, he's just a retard. He's just like a retard.
No, Dork is not. Dork's he's a car salesman. It's unbelievable. He made a big sale today. Tell him about the Chevy.
He can't even sell his own.
Tell him about the Chevy. Tell him about the Chevy, Dork.
Yeah. Big boy, sell a Chevy today? Good job.
Imagine if he really did sell Chevys. Like, he'd be like, what the fuck?
No, I work for a...
No,
for the first
I
time.
work for a lifeguard
No.
First time.
That's funny.
Don't say it. Don't say where you work.
Wendy's was approximately 1 mile away from your location.
Wow.
Why he said that?
D Welsh. What did I ever do to you, brother? Oh my God! Like, come on, let's smoke a peace pipe. This is ridiculous.
You're not worth my time, you fuckface.
Fair enough.
Hey, you want to know something else?
Dude, I hate coming.
You know what sucks? You know what sucks is that we're never gonna get Tommy and Dork Night. We're never just gonna get that interaction, and that might be like one of my most sought after. Like, just imagine those two interacting. I think they would get along.
Oh,
I honestly think Tommy and Dork Night would get along.
Who's Tommy?
We'll get him on here. Well, he comes on. We get him on. Probably monetize this. He'll come on. You guys will have a good time together.
Oh, God, feed me Omega.
Dork Knight, if you watched older monetize thises and older shows of Joe, you would know who Tommy is. And
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt until last Sunday that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Why isn't the Discord working?
Joe, I still can't join the Discord for some reason. It's probably because I'm Dominican.
Yeah, like what is going on? Why can't Seabass get in the Discord when everybody can? What the hell's going on, Seabass? I'll try to send you a couple other links privately on
he'll probably try to blame me because he hates me so much, just like D Welsh. But that's
we weren't talking about you. For 5 seconds, we weren't talking about you.
Yeah, make it about you again. Great. I'm gonna kill Dork. Dead Knight. We're gonna call you Dead Knight.
At this point, I really should start promoting my
is
shows.
telling you to stop being so narcissistic.
But anyway, I love fucking with Dork at this point. But anyway, we do get to get off the air.
Yeah, tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah, baby, tomorrow.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on tomorrow? Go into it.
Yeah, let's find out what's going on tomorrow.
Honestly, is this a trap?
No.
Come on out, you rapist.
So
we ran out of time. We'll see you guys tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. Oh no, my God, Rojas. Oh my God, I was actually gonna like let him do it, but Rojas.
That was funny.
That was fucked up.
Funny. That was
all right.
no,
No, seriously, plug your shit, bro.
We love you.
You've been making us laugh all night. You can plug your shit.
Yes.
Thank you. So tomorrow night, and Joe,
Yep. Oh, did you? Oh no, it happened again.
Why do you keep leaving the stream? Oh, you ran out of time, but we gotta go. Unfortunately.
What are you doing to him?
Sorry.
What's tomorrow night? Tomorrow night is
Joe, I'm trying to invite you because I think you would like this show.
What time? What time East? What time West Coast time?
West Coast, 3 o'clock.
Your time.
3 o'clock West Coast. Yeah.
So I'll be at work.
Fuck. We're gonna review Wrath of Khan.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah. I think you would like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're welcome. I'll send you the link if you can.
I might say something. Yeah, I'll be up. I'll be out. But I might, if I can get in somehow, I will. And I'll tweet it out. Whatever, I'll tweet it out.
Yeah.
Wrath of Khan. I mean, I've got some. Well, you know what? I could also talk about it on my Star Trek channel, because I have 1,100 followers on my Star Trek channel that I grew from scratch at the beginning of Picard.
Nice.
12. I think I have 1,200 subs on my Star Trek channel. See, I could launch a channel tomorrow on anything and get 1,000 subs tomorrow. 100%.
Yeah, Dork Knight can't even raise $1,000.
Oh.
Dork, I just want to say this, bud. I feel for you, man. I really feel for you. And whatever time, I know you're going through a tough patch in life, but please, I would really try to stop with the drinking because I can see yourself deteriorating every week.
Look, I need to go back to rehab. I know. It's fine. It's
I know people are going to say this is uncalled for, but the best way to get someone to do their because I've had people in my life who've had drinking problems and I can tell that dude,
yeah,
I think you might have a problem.
I appreciate you. I do. And I probably should go back to rehab.
Well, what I want you to do is I want you to get confidence back, full confidence, And I want you to become I want you to have that confidence in yourself, and let that out, man. Because when you think positively and you let the confidence out and you just believe that you're good and you love you, that's when things start taking off. But if you always fall back into the whole oh, I'm not worth shit and I'm worthless, then you really will be. We'll see you guys later. I love Dork Knight. Check him out. I love him. I really do. I honestly do love him. We joke around a lot and everything, but I really am very thankful I met all the people that I've met over the years on this show, last 11 years. But yeah, recently finding Dork was a gem, man. Even though we got to deal with a little bit of his narcissism, but I'm a narcissist too. So let's
a little bit.
Let's all have sex. All right, boys. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Bye, Dork. Love you.
Good night.
Love you. Dork Knight. Luke Rojas, the monetized champion tonight. Also, Rastafa stopping by. Thank you to Rastafa for stopping by to give us some sexy love tonight. Rastafa always with a good head on his shoulders. And thanks to everybody who donated tonight as well. I have trouble with it too. I think Dork Knight might have depression, because I've got real bad depression, so I get it. I can say all this stuff, but I have these problems too, so I get it. But so Dork, I don't know, man. I think we just got problems. I just recognize it. So what I try not to do is I try not to go live when I have it. Like when I've got real bad depression, I just don't go live because I don't want to make everybody upset, and bring everybody down to where I feel. So I don't do it. But so, I can't seem to get over that problem too. So I get it. I totally get it. And I got to take my own advice. It's just really kind of hard. So I think we might need medication, Dork. I think me and you, Dork, we might need medication in the end. I guess. I think mine mostly comes from money problems. I think if I didn't owe all the money I owed, I don't think I would be as depressed. I think I would be much better. So I get it though, Dork. God, do I love you though. I would hook up with you, Dork, in a second. I would go inside you. Also, I can't believe what Dork said tonight about being 10 years old or whatever. Oh my God, bro.
I love the dick.
All right, guys, we'll see you later. I'm Joe Cronin. Follow me on the other channel, Corrupted Nation, Evil Spectrum 3, Shame on News, Star Trek Late Night, and at Meta World Online on Twitter. Good night. Thanks to Seabass, man. He was the biggest donation of the night. Seabass the Beast. Botch Club, the Dork Knight. Alex Oli the other night brought the sign to the arena. Thank you so much to Alex Oley for bringing that badass sign to the arena the other night. Gerald Armstrong, Spectral Citizen, and if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Jamie Phillips, Gerald Armstrong. Thank you guys very much. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Become a patron right now. There's so many podcasts you guys probably haven't heard if you've never been a patron on Patreon. Check it out.